The day I got my acceptance letter from Aldercrest University, I saw myself 7 days into the future. After Mom and Dad saw that Aldercrest took me, were they proud of me? Did Cameron and Evan finally stop saying I couldn't measure up to Tessa in any way? I couldn't keep the hope out of my voice. What answered me was a bitter laugh. No. When they found out Aldercrest accepted me, Tessa couldn't handle it and ran away from home. She was gone all night, and the family spent that whole night blaming me for showing off, for not applying to the same school as her. After they found her, Mom and Dad took us on a trip to cheer her up, and we ran into a mudslide. Every one of them abandoned me to protect Tessa, right when I was about to be rescued. Her voice faltered, and grief came over her face. They rushed a frightened Tessa to the hospital, never knowing I'd already been dead for 24 hours. You've seen how I end up. Whether you tell them is up to you. The girl in front of me vanished. I gripped the acceptance letter until my knuckles ached, pain twisting through my chest. Working myself to the bone to earn their love was never going to work. I was done wanting anything from them. When I got home, Mom was packing Tessa's suitcase in the living room, tucking a carefully organized bag of medication inside. Your stomach's delicate. Don't leave the backup meds behind. Tessa hung off Mom's arm. Mom, my acceptance letter hasn't even come yet. Isn't it way too early to pack? Mom smoothed her hair, doting. Too early? If we wait until move-in week, we'll forget half of it. Unable to help with packing, Dad pulled out his phone to transfer money. Buy whatever you want. Don't go without anything. Tessa saw the notification and gasped. 5,000? Dad, you're the best. Then she asked with a conspiratorial look, Dad, how much did you send Willa? She asked that every time our parents transferred money. Standing right there, they always claimed the amounts were equal. They hadn't noticed me yet, so I wanted to know too. How much did Dad give me when I wasn't in the room? Dad laughed, feeling helpless. Same as always. This one's just for you. I'm not sending her anything. My toes slammed into the threshold. The dull thud turned every head toward me. Their smiles froze. Unnatural. I mocked myself internally. I'd always known they favored Tessa, so why did it still hurt? Cameron drew his brows together, breaking the awkwardness by blaming me. Gone all morning and you finally turn up right at mealtime. You were slacking off just to avoid helping Tessa pack. I'll give you a chance to make up for it. Memorize this. He pushed a list into my hand. Tessa's skin breaks out easily. Air her bedding out once a week. Tessa sleeps in. Have her breakfast bought and ready every morning. I stopped reading. The rest was more of the same. I pushed the list back at him. I'm not memorizing it. I said it quietly, but the room went cold. They were too used to me being agreeable. It took a long moment before Evan looked at me, unhappy. Do you have any idea how long that list took me? Tessa has asthma. The three of us are going to the same school. Looking out for each other is the least we can do. He said it with such conviction that I laughed. Every line on there is me taking care of Tessa. You call that looking out for each other? Before he could answer, Mom weighed in with her reasonable tone. Willa, Evan's not wrong. You're mature, independent, and you're the older sister. You should look after her. My nails dug into my palms. Ever since they tracked me down at 15, I constantly heard that the older sister ought to give more. Because I grew up on a farm, they assumed I was tough. Even though I was their biological daughter, the girl they raised themselves always came first. I used to cry about it. Tessa and I are the same age. Why do I always have to give in? They promised that once Tessa got into college, they'd make it up to me. I believed them, desperate for their approval. For 3 years, I never competed with Tessa. The one selfish thing I did was apply to Aldercrest without telling a soul, saving it to surprise them today. If I hadn't met the version of myself from 7 days out, I'd still be sitting here hoping like an idiot. The ache in my chest sharpened. I looked at Mom and answered seriously,